Sign up for Y Summer Sports and Aquatics today at ymaryland.org. And we welcome you back to Inside PressBox. Our next guest is Dave Cottle. He's been a renowned lacrosse coach. How do you like that word, Coach? Renowned for many years, and he's now the president and assistant coach of the Chesapeake Bayhawks. In addition to his presidential duties, Dave is now the team's assistant head coach to Brendan Kelly, right?
Yep.
And Dave, it's great to have you on the show.
Well, thank you for inviting me.
And you guys have done a little business with us in the past. You've been a sponsor in PressBox. Your season is about to start. And we were talking about this off air. One of the trickiest things for the Outdoor League is to figure out when to play their games.
Yeah, it's very interesting. Right now we're on a summer schedule, and it seems to be successful. If you look at Denver and Boston, and now we're developing a very large fan base too. So I think we're probably where we belong right now, but they have been looking over the years to find a different time of year to play. But right now I think we're pretty successful at what we do.
Now you were telling me it's a small thing, it might seem like. You start the 14th of May, you have a home game down there, and you play your games at Navy Marine Corps, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, in Annapolis. But then you play a game on the road, but then the league takes off the week of the NCAA tournament, which when you think about it, makes perfect sense.
Well, there's only a few lacrosse fans throughout the country, throughout the East, and they all come to the Final Four, and they've been a $40,000 or $50,000 attendees. So I thought the league made a good decision to give the weekend off, and I think last year we played up in Pittsburgh against Chicago somehow, and I don't think it was very well attended, and they lived and learned and made a good decision.
Now tell me about Dave Cottle right now. I mean, I know that you're reasonably happy with what you're doing. You're intrigued by the business side, working under Brendan over there with the Bayhawks, but you coached at Loyola for how many years?
19 years.
19 years. Then you were at Maryland
for 9 years.
9 years. God, 28 years. It's a long time. Gary Williams, 22 years, he's retiring now, or he says he is. What is it about this job that you currently have that's more enticing than sort of the couple possible opportunities you had at, say, Penn State or at Harvard?
Well, my family, my daughter was a freshman in college, my other daughter was a senior in high school. I didn't feel it was a great time to move at the time, but this job's really exciting, and it's a great opportunity. The league's just starting to develop and grow. I think it has a chance to be ultra successful. We have a great group of players. I'm telling you, the kids from Virginia, the kids from Maryland, kids from Hopkins, they're all outstanding people. And I really think we have a chance to have an excellent team. Last year, we won the championship. This year, we return a lot of players, and I think we're going to be successful. So I really like what we're doing.
6 home games, and there was the championship celebration last year. I was out there in Annapolis, and our video guy, Dave Lashley, was there. 6 home games, 6 road games. Is that enough for you to get your lacrosse fix, Dave?
It is, you know, being around the players. But what I'm doing right now, I'm actually coaching an 8th grade team out of Annapolis right now, and I'm coaching a 9th grade team.
I should have known that.
And I'm coaching a 9th grade team in the summer. So I'm getting the little guys. I'm actually coaching my son for the first time, much to his chagrin. And but the 9th grade team. So I'm getting plenty of lacrosse, but I'm really learning the business side of it. And I work for a tremendous guy in Brendan Kelly, and there's a lot to learn there.
Now, one of the things about learning the business is the business model that the Lacrosse League has, the MILL, is you got 5 teams. You play each other a couple times, and there's not a lot of there. Does Brendan see that it needs more teeth to it, and how do you do that? And is that exciting to you?
Well, it's a 6-team league, but there are 2 franchises coming in next year and 2 more coming in the year after. So if we get to 10, I think that's a pretty good number.
Yeah, that is a good number.
But Denver, they draw 15,000, 16,000 for a game. It's not a season ticket sport, lacrosse. Because the weather starts so bad, people don't think about buying season tickets, and that's what we're trying to get them to change, to buy season tickets, support the businesses and the community in Baltimore, Washington, D.C. has been behind us unbelievably. And so that's exciting. Now we just got to get the season tickets and the fans there.
What's a good number for you in your mind if you could average? Would it be 7,000, 8,000 a game?
I think at 6,500 we start to make money. And so that's what our goal is to try to get there. And Brendan took this team over with only 3 months to prepare a year ago and turn them into a championship team. And I think we've got 5 full-time employees now selling tickets, and I think we got a chance to be successful.
All right. What is the team going to be like this year? They going to contend again for a championship?
I like this team. The first day I came to practice last July, I thought I had a pretty good team at Maryland. And I went to practice, the first thing I said, "Ooh, these guys could really shoot." We led the league in 2-point shots, which are outside of 18 yards. We have 6 middies that I think are outstanding. And our attack is so unselfish. Ben Rubio and Danny Gladding, Brian Carroll. And our defensemen are solid. Joe Sanowski, Mike Evans, Sam DeVore, Sean Nadlin, coach at Towson, assistant at Towson. So I really think we have a chance.
So I was out at the championship game last year. I'd urge anybody that's a lacrosse fan to go out and see the product down there at Navy Marine Corps Stadium. What's the URL for your website? Is it bayhawks.com?
Yeah, it's thebayhawks.com.
Bayhawks.com. Real quick, last question. If a local college came asking, is Dave Cottle interested?
I think you'd listen, but it has to be a perfect situation in which they want to be successful, and you can build a program that will be one they'll be proud of.
Dave Cottle, always good to see you.
Thanks,
my
Dave.
friend. The writers at CSNBaltimore.com are wondering whether the Orioles have lived up to the lofty expectations for the 2011 season. John Eisenberg thinks the Birds are a better team this year, but Matt Palmer still has reservations. You can read their reasoning and much more news about the O's at CSNBaltimore.com.